Today our video is dedicated to the baby hem. A lot of people ask us to show how to do it. I think some of you already know how to do a baby hem, but you should see how a real professional is doing it. And you already know how good Natasha is, as well as some of our other tailors. So we're going to show you how Natasha does a baby hem. The bottom of the light dresses, petticoats, chiffon and fine silk clothes, flounces, cap sleeves, scarves, rushe, in all of these things can be used a baby hem. When comparing the baby hem and the rolled seam, the items with the baby hem look much more expensive and just more cool. The rolled seam is also good, but it makes things look cheap. So now, let's start doing a baby hem. So now let's start making a baby hem. Be very attentive and watch Natasha working. The stitch should be less than 2 millimeters. 2 is too much for such a seam. Use very small stitches from 1.5 to 2 millimeters. If you use big stitches, you won't succeed. Now bend the fabric as few as possible, 4 or 5 millimeters, and stitch in the first millimeter. Now look at the made part, see? We stitch the very edge. When I said the handmade baby hem, some of you thought that we stitch it with the hands, but actually it is made on the sewing machine. I just meant that we don't need any special tabs or scrolls. The baby hem is made only the way we show you now. The needle should be very thin and the stitch should be not big. Control the process with the both hands so that it doesn't move. It's really hard to fix it. Baby hem definitely needs practice. Be patient, prepare the fabric, and take a seat in front of the sewing machine. Remember that practice makes perfect. Of course, you can, for example, edge the dress or the flounce with the rolled seam, but baby hem adds some special charm. The baby hem is made only on the expensive clothes. I think you won't find the items with the baby hem in the shops. It's too complicated. Just watch Natasha working, learn from her, be patient, and everything will be fine. We're done here. Look how small the scissors are. We cut the edge very carefully, almost to the thread. In our studio, we make a very elegant baby hem. And sometimes I see a baby hem and I think, thank God I don't know the tailor. That's a very gentle work. That's why I said it would take a lot of practice. Again, practice makes perfect. When the new tailors come to our studio, they usually don't know how to do it, but after some practice, they're good at it. Some people say that it's not necessary to cut this edge, they just fold it and that's all, but it looks like the three-ring circus. Just look how elegant it is. Let's continue working. Cut the selvage. We do not only want to show you the baby hem, but how to make a corner. Natasha is going to make it now, and you'll see how to do it and would be able to make a chiffon scarf with such an elegant edging easily. Be attentive. Now we sew another side. Hold the thread. Also 1 millimeter here. You won't be able to make a corner right if we don't show you how to do it. It's very hard. But after practice, you'll be able to perform such an elegant job. We fasten it here. Look how Natasha fastens the corner with a thread so that she can hold it. We are showing you the very complicated moments now, and we hope you'll be able to do it. We cut the edge again. Be very careful, do not cut the thread, or you would damage everything. I would have to start from the beginning. Leave the thread, you'll need it to hold the corner. Needle here. Look, Natasha rolled it, and she needs a thread which is in her hand to stay focused. Now we fold only the seam. Here we have just 1 millimeter, so we need to work very carefully. Our second stitch in line is behind the first one. The first is closer to the edge, and the second is closer to the inside. They're almost even though. Just imagine you make a blouse with the flounces or cap sleeves. By the way, we should show you how to make the cap sleeves. Maybe you'll decide to make something similar. Natasha is now sewing in a straight line, and sewing in a circle or slantwise is even harder. We can't show you everything, so remember that practice makes perfect. Now let's get back to the corner we started with. Notice that Natasha always fixes a thread to hold the item. Otherwise, it will move. We remove the thread from the other side and fix new here, so that we can hold it. Show the corner. Just imagine how much experience Natasha has and how hard this is. Let's go to the ironing desk. Look how Natasha pinned the corner to the ironing desk. We need to give it the right form when ironing. Look how elegant and beautiful this seam is. And very thin, just 1 millimeter. Just look at it, fantastic. No offcuts, rags, everything is hidden inside the seam. We sewn it 2 times. Sewn it first time, cut the extra pieces, fold it, and then sew again. And here we have a good baby hem. You need to practice a lot to be that good. We showed you the technique, now it's time for you to work. You won't find the seams of such quality in the shops. They're made only in the very good studios, and sometimes on clothes in the very expensive boutiques. A lot of people had asked us to teach you how to make a baby hem, so we showed it to you today. We are Paukštė Irina Mikhailovna, Yastribov Alexey, and Natasha. Goodbye.